I did not yell. I did give a few. What the hell are you doing? I did give a few of them.
We know you a busy man, Kobe, so we gonna jump right to it, man.
I'm gonna say Zion Hill.
Is that dude in a swing?
I'm sicker than sick with it. Vision and lift it. Listen, just picture it. Spit and deliver it. The time froze. Under current, how the grind flows. Wrist flicking, said the bezels got a mind blown. You know how to drop beat, everything slow. You know how to drop beats and anything goes. Pull up to the spot, you might see the squad there. Pull up unannounced, then you might see a broad there. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win while you're watching the shot clock. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win. Thanks for watching the shot clock. The shot clock. You catch the shot clock every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
We never getting that $1 million.
Hey man, first and foremost, let me welcome everybody to the Shot 30 Clock, man. It was a happy weekend, a sad weekend all together. In one, man, it definitely was. But before we get rolling, I definitely need to play something, and then we'll bring our co-host on, man.
It's more than, it's bigger than basketball. You know, I'm more concerned with making sure that they're going to be successful in life, man. And, you know, I guess in a lot of it, I'm more of a father figure being in it, as long as I've been in it, you know, it's a certain way that you handle a kid. Is, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've dropped Willie off. I can't tell you how many times I've picked this one up. I can't tell you how many times I've fed him, how many times, you know, it's way bigger than basketball. When you leave out of the gym, that's not where the relationship ends. You know, and I can tell them straight up, we can have a man-to-man conversation about how life goes and what I expect for them. And the reason I'm so tough on you is because life is a certain way. Your life not going to give you all these different chances that sometimes you get in athletics. So that's, especially as, you know, somebody who looks like us, you don't get that. So I'm real with them. You know, as far as our conversations, the things that we talk about, the things that we do, and what I expect from them and what they can expect in life. Because a lot of times we dealing with kids who doesn't have that positive role model, that male figure in their life. And so they're looking for that. And they know that I'm not using them. And I tell them in a minute, this is bigger than basketball. I don't care whether you play for me or not. I want to make sure that you're prepared and successful when you get out there in this real world.
Man, that was Coach G. Man, that's a tough one. For those who may be hidden under a rock somewhere, you know, he went on to be with the Lord this Saturday. His services will be November the 16th at Fallbrook Church. The viewing will be from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Then they'll have the Omega service from 9:30 to 10. And then the celebration of life will be from 10 to 11:30. Once again, November 16th at Fallbrook Church. Man, that one hit hard. It hit home, man.
G-Day, that's why you're really great at what you do. For you to have that queued up, like, you know, like words mean things. And it's good that we were able to acknowledge coaches while we could. But you know, we send our condolences out to the family, the Westfield community. basketball community lost a good one.
Yeah, man, that was, you know what I'm saying? That was a tough one, man. Man, it's crazy because on that same thing, it's like we always talk about, giving everybody their flowers and stuff. And I went back and watched that clip, and on the clip, I, as y'all two know, I had said it in private, but I was able to tell BG in person in front of everybody. If I ever, if my kids ever play basketball, that, he would be on the short list of somebody that I would turn my kids over to because I respected him as a man first, you know what I'm saying? And then as a coach, because over the years, since meeting him in 2017 when he came to Westfield, um, you know, he never, and y'all know this, right? He never tried to like chump me off or, what I'm saying, make me feel like I was little or not worthy of getting his time or, what I'm saying, whatever. Like BG, he'll stop whatever he doing when he see me and throw his hands up and be like, Rob, C, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I used to tell G-Day like, damn, Coach Godfrey know me? Like, yeah, fool, he know you. Like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? So, and he said, and it's another thing on there that stuck out in the clip. He said that, his kids, he was always consistently consistent. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no bad days, good day, BG. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody know you gonna get the same Coach G every day, and that's hard to find in life. You know what I'm saying? And so for those young men over there, to have been around him, the Cheneys and the Lonzo Rans and all those kids that came through that program, Willie Williams and all those kids up into to the Jeremiah Coopers and Jordan Francis's of today. I know their heart is hurting and but I just want them to understand that, coach is going to a better place, but the values and the lessons that he left them with, you know what I'm saying? And we was able to, as Gary so eloquently said, be able to express how we felt, and he expressed to us how he felt about us. Because at the end, we told him everybody was telling Coach how they felt, and he said, "Man, I respect y'all for being." He said it's the word transparency. That's what he kept saying, and he said I respect y'all for being stand-up guys, and he said people in this business will laugh in your face and do something else, but I never seen that from y'all that's on this panel, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And that was only a few short months ago, man. And so I was, and I'm sorry about being long-winded, but I was praying, and I was, praying for the family, for Miss Monica, for his daughter Mia, for his son, for the New Waverly people in Longview. And I was asking God what comes out of this, right? And God told me to say that, I know personally that Coach Godfrey had a relationship with God, right? And I can't put it on nobody to do it. I can't force nobody to do it. But, everybody gotta go their way one day, right? And we all gotta be that, go that way, see the maker one day. If you don't, I said this at church today to his family on video. If you don't know God, if you don't have a relationship with God, get right, because nobody know the day nor time that the Son of Man cometh, right? But I know in my heart, when I'm not gonna be able to attend the services, and I wish I would, but the preacher not gonna have to preach BG into heaven because his life spoke for him already, right? And I know today, after watching Westfield Friday, BG was like, all right, I'm good. You can go ahead and take me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just ironic that, Westfield won one more time. He held on until that first game of the season, and he seen his boys do their thing. And then he was like, all right, I'm ready, And so you know, this show is dedicated to BG and to the Westfield Mustangs, and I'll be back. Whenever I come back to the city, I'm definitely going over to Ella Boulevard and give my time to those guys, man. And sorry about taking up so much of the time, but I love you, BG, man, and we love you, man. So
Definitely do, man. Like you said, I have stories that I could tell from just personal interactions with Coach Goffney. And definitely praying with the family, for the family, you know, for the Westfield family. This one hurt, man. I shed tears on Saturday morning. And I'm filming a game. And I had to put on music to calm myself, man. I did. I went over, I dug in my bag, grabbed my headphones, and I started, you know, listening to some music, just to prepare myself for that day, for the busyness of the day. And just all the random calls and messages I got from people, you know, asking about it. Didn't make it any better, but you definitely will be missed. And I'll have the whole it wouldn't let me load the whole excerpt of the clip on because it's like 30 minutes long. The interview that we had with Coach Goffney. But I will be able to load it onto Twitter, and so I plan on doing that tomorrow morning. First thing tomorrow morning. But yeah, definitely, like Rob said, we dedicate the show to you, man. So just quick moment of silence for Coach Billy Goffney, man. Fellas, it was a busy weekend. I know we started on a tough note, but it was definitely a busy weekend. A good weekend of basketball. My day today was really good until about 5:30. My computer crashed, and all the stuff that I had set up for the show was deleted, and I was mad. But we here, man. We here. I was able to restore a lot of things that I had on my computer. I'm glad that I saved stuff to my backup drive. It's important especially if you're in videography, photo, whatever. I got multiple of these terabytes drives. So I was glad that I saved all my work video clips from this weekend on that drive. Because everything else on my computer just was gone. Man, whoever Facebook user, we need a real name. We need a real name. We need a real name. But yeah, man. High school season is back full swing, man. For everybody, there's still a couple teams who haven't played yet, and so with that being said, as we always do before the people who are kind of new to it, the Sunday going into Thanksgiving weekend is when we will update the rankings as far as team rankings, because there's still some teams who haven't played this week. Some people ain't gonna play. Some people don't play their first game till Friday. Just is what it is. And then even after that, there's a team who doesn't start their season until the Texas Invitational, and so
what?
Yeah, yep. And then there's some smaller schools who's not going to start because a lot of the kids majority of their kids play football. So they can't even start their season. But just looking at the schedule, that's been submitted, and so that's why that weekend before Thanksgiving, like we always do anyway, everybody with Ben had at least 1 or 2 games under their belt, and then we'll update the rankings. And of course, we vote on the rankings. It's not just my opinion only. It's not just Rob. It's not the plugs. It's not just Doug's. and Jalen and anybody else who's on the panel. It's not just one person; it's a collective group, and we have. I ain't gonna get into all the details of how what all we have and what all takes place in that, man. But what's going on, Doug? What's going on to my brother Orlando? What's up, Jalen? What's going on under the scope? My guy Rail, man. And everybody else is out there right now. Make sure y'all share the show, whatever platform you on. If you're on Twitter, make sure you retweet it. No matter if you're watching it from the Balls Plug page, Balls So Hard page, make sure y'all retweet it. We gotta keep running up this algorithm. We keep doing really good, but we just want to keep running it up even more. If you're on the Facebook side, make sure you share the show, share it to your groups. Same thing on the YouTube side, man. Copy that link, send it to somebody. Tell them to definitely tune in to today. So I had like 8 game recaps ready, like video recaps, top 10 plays, gone. Gone, right, bro.
All right, G-Man. It happens. It happens.
Gone. The only thing that saved was the Coach Goffney clip, and two of those 8 recaps, and then the long Coach Goffney clip. Everything else was gone from my computer. All the edits, the graphics I made from this weekend, gone. Like everything gone. And so my computer is a terabyte. My computer's a terabyte. It's almost back to a full terabyte on my computer, bro. Like, because everything just deleted itself.
Nah. You gotta recover the disc.
It's gone, man.
Don't say that.
The disc is empty.
That's crazy.
It's empty. I had to re-download my Premiere Pro. All my little Adobe stuff had to go log back on, re-download. Everything was wiped. I don't know what happened, how it happened. It is what it is, man.
You did a great job this weekend. Nobody gonna tell you that you did, but you did.
Man, so did you, man. So did you. And you know what? A crazy thing I heard, man, since you brought that up. People thought we was going at each other with the graphics. Bro, they don't know we are one, my brother. Like, we wasn't no battle of trying to promote season opener versus the Houston tip-off, man. That's not the case at all. We ran up the algorithm on y'all. And it is what it is. And y'all just hate to see it. Y'all hate to see it,
man.
But we running it up. And we're gonna keep running it up.
About 80% of the content came from this side of the city out here. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, and that's no diss to nobody else, but like, dog, y'all be in the gyms out here with media credentials and be doing media nothing. I go back and look at the timeline and I just be like, come on, bro. Like, you know, we all can't talk about the same kids. I get it.
Which made it great, G. That's what made it so great. You was somewhere else, I was somewhere else, and so we're covering kids, and that's what we do. People don't even need to know this, but I'm gonna share this part anyway. You had a booking where I was, I had a booking where you was. So what we do? We covered each other.
So
come on, man. Like what?
Man. You can't give them all that, G-Day. Can't give them all that, man.
It is what it is. But the whole thing is, it's enough basketball for everybody. But oh man, it was an episode of Stranger Things Saturday night, bro. Wow, it was a goofy movie Saturday night, and the crazy part is, like, you know, and I didn't know how this was gonna segue into it, but like, it's a difference between what we do as a collective versus what everybody else does. Like, so the only thing I ask is for the shit that we set up, like, don't bother our shit. That's all I ask. I think that's pretty fair. I think that's not no no diva treatment out here. That's not no star treatment. But at the same time, I got it. It looked cool doing our job. Everybody want to do our job, but don't nobody want to do the job. That's the crazy part. Like, so I'm gonna start letting everybody be cool, and I'm just gonna see. Cause the crazy thing is, I told G-Day this earlier. I ain't seen no girls coverage on the timeline. Everybody be tweeting about girls, but I don't see no girls coverage on from fall ball, preseason to now. Whether like, but at the same time, that's just me. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm not on that side of Twitter. Maybe I'm following the wrong people outside. But I do know one thing though, like it ain't even close at this point. Like everybody just doing what they can. Like instead of helping kids out here, like if y'all gonna clout chase, then we gonna outdo you on that too. Like it's a lose-lose. And I swear to God, like it shouldn't be like that because these kids was hooping their ass out this weekend, but everybody else want to be a superstar, bro. And I like that's my problem. I don't like that. Like, but that leads into the referees. Hey, the referees need to get y'all national shit together. Because sooner or later, y'all gonna mess up a good thing, and we're gonna have to ship some referees into the city because the city is gonna beat y'all ass for these horrible ass calls. Not in real life, but just in theory. Like these kids, like you gotta control the game from the beginning. I get it. You're not gonna call fouls. I don't want no fouls called, like, but we need to establish a flow of gameplay. That's all I asked. And I know my referee friends said finna be in the chat ASAP. What you talking about, Gary? Bro, like there was one game where like the foul count was 25-6. The fuck? We are playing national games on the national level. Where's the rhythm and the pace? They not calling 25-6 at Chipotle Nationals. They're not calling 25-6 nowhere else in the country. I promise you they not. You know how I know? Because I be there. Like, so, like, just tighten that shit up. That's all I ask. Because eventually they going to want to stop playing here because they're, like, you know, there was some calls that made me scratch my head that I was just like, are we playing basketball? Or are we just being sensitive about our feelings? I saw a kid get a tech after the coach took him out the game. Coach took him out the game to avoid the interaction. And the kid gets the tech. And I'm just like, why we altering the game with the whistle? You know? But other than that, the refereeing was good for 80% of the games. It's just, you know, sometimes when them lights get bright, like for the kids, you know, it get bright for the refs. Some refs probably shouldn't have been in certain games. But that's all right. I'm going to call Big Homie Boom. We going to get it figured out, and we good money.
Hey,
that's what we do. Grown people.
I want to say something about the real stuff, man. And I hope I ain't stealing nobody thunder, but something inspired me to say this. You didn't, and a referee, let me say this, refereeing is hard. It's not hard, but it's hard, right? But you didn't ref or become a chapter referee or like a tenured referee, right? 20 years, 15 years to work the 9:00 game in the morning and the 10:30 game in the morning at the tournament and then leave. Right? So and nobody has to say this to me because I'm smart enough to understand. Yes, you can say, Rob, what are you talking about? You're not even here. Yeah, you can say whatever, but basketball is universal, right? So, like, we need the best referees in the best games, right? everybody on here and everybody that's watching at home has an opinion on who's the best referees. If we did a collaborative list, it probably would look similar at the top, right? We'd be like, oh, this guy, that guy, this lady, that lady, right? It would be in the top 15. It would look kind of similar.
Hey, our boy Bob at the Texas Invitational, Bob don't be calling no bullshit. You know why? Bob want that game to go on. Bob not here for overtime. He not here for the coach's time. He not here for the kids' time. He's here for the game that Dr. Wooden made, man. Like,
I'm just saying, like, we need the best referees in the best game. And I've been saying this since forever. When you get in those games, nobody came to see you blow the whistle. Pause, however it goes, right? You're supposed to be there to make sure that the game has, like Gary said, that the game has a good pace, right? That things don't get egregious. It's not no, aggressive fouls and the tone is all unorthodox and stuff. But I've sat here and watched games, right, where the whistle has not been blown for 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter is boop, 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 boop. Nobody can play like that. No, and I'm not one of my closest friends in this basketball thing, somebody I call my brother that's a part of the circle is a referee. So I'm not bashing the refs. I love referees. It's just like we all have a job to do. So like if I was writing incorrect information, you guys would walk up to me freely and say, hey man, I read that crap you wrote the other day, and that ain't really happen like that, right? So like we should all be striving to be better in our selective jobs. Like it's okay for somebody to be like, hey man, you called a bad game. Cause like if you say that to a ref, it's like sacrilegious, right? What do you mean? No, it ain't if the foul count was 25-6, you called a bad game. It just did. Like, ain't nobody come to see you blow the whistle, bro. Like, I digress, but that's just my piece on that.
But at the same time, like, and everybody gonna get their accountability issue today. The kids, man, if y'all don't get y'all grown ass kids from talking to the refs, bro, I'm tired of it, dog. Like, they just be full on fucking crying. Grayson don't even cry that much. All y'all kids just steady talking to the refs. Like, bro, do y'all not teach y'all kids you get more with sugar than you do with vinegar? Because Jesus Christ, like, does anybody understand that concept in theory when it comes to the refs? Like, bro, the stature of the player doesn't match the shit talking to the refs. Like, we not talking about an Ant-Man saying, oh, he touched me on my wrist, I need that, right? Like, no. We talking about kids that's happy that's going to college. Like, why are you talking to the refs? Like, bro, just go play basketball. A lot of things will be solved if you go play basketball. Like, that's my theory on that. But, general overall, what you see on your side, G-Day, I saw some upsets. I saw some leads squandered. I saw some comebacks, and then I saw somebody get an offer after having a big game. Somebody that was at the Prospect Expo. I seen somebody that G-Day put me on to walk out of that thing with an offer this weekend. That's what I saw, but I couldn't see it all. So tell me what happened over there.
Oh man, it was like any other event. You're good, you're bad, and you're uglies, man. There was definitely a game or two where I thought it would be a little closer, but it wasn't. Nowhere near as close as what if I was to give a prediction. What I thought it would be. And then you had some games, like you said, where teams had the lead for a whole game until 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and the other team that came back and took the lead and won the game. It was competitive basketball. That's all that you can really ask for at the end of the day. It's for kids to come out and compete. But like you said, you still had those kids who want to run off at the mouth at the referees, and it's not even the Ant-Man. It's just hoop, bro. Like you said, just hoop, because you're not even doing nothing on the floor, and you sitting here crying and whining and cussing at the referee, and then get mad when the referee has warned you. Now, I've seen referees warn kids way more than what they should be warning them, because during fall ball, y'all wasn't warning these kids. Y'all was hitting kids with the text talking about we got to get them ready for the season. But season's here, and I've seen a lot of warnings go out to kids. A lot of grace was given, I would say, on my end of things, from being on the baseline and sideline, listening and talking to refs in between quarters and timeouts, and just being there and hearing the kids. But it was like you said, some of those refs, they just wanted to flow. They didn't want to prolong the game. But then you have refs where y'all need to be in the big games. You have to be. We tell the kids not to be lazy. We tell the kids to be consistent. We need the same thing from the referees. And I've overheard referees saying this because I asked them. I won't say no names, but they chose the early morning games because I could do 1-2 games to be done and be done for the day. And then I got my whole night left to do whatever I want to do. Okay, cool. You can live your best life. Nobody's telling you not to do that. But at the same time, if you know these games are like marquee matchup games that's going on later in the evening, we can't just be throwing any and everybody in those games because they're not prepared to officiate those games or to handle mannerisms of certain kids in those games. And so now we have games where it looks like it's all about the referees and not the players. And so seeing some of that as well. But
seen Babers get teed up for protecting Nigel out here. Nigel damn near. Hey, man, you know what? Somebody gonna run up on Nigel the wrong way at the next level, and Nigel gonna let them know he not the one. But yeah, Babers got teed up for protecting Nigel. Like, I mean, say, right? I got it. Everybody got to be a little bit more thick-skinned. But that's ironic coming from me, huh?
I seen the picture.
What's going on, Coach Harris, man?
G-Day put up in the C King and Bel Air game, and it had maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it had a referee on the picture, and I'm like, ain't no damn way he's supposed to be reffing that type of game. Like he ain't ready for that, man. I was like, I can only imagine how inconsistent the flow of that game is with him, because y'all can say what y'all want to say about me, but one thing y'all don't know is, before I speak on some shit, I'm gonna pay attention to it, right? So y'all think I'm flying off the handle or just saying something, but these guys will tell you. I'll be like, or G-Day for sure can tell you, because certain people walk in for referee, and I'll be like, oh, it's gonna be messed up, and he'd be like, why? I'll be like, I was in the gym with this person 2 weeks ago, and he messed the game up. And then we'll be in there, and G-Day he don't say nothing. G-Day just be quiet, and he be watching, he observing. Then so stuff will get to happen, he'll turn around and say, man, you was right. I told you. I seen him 2 weeks ago, and that boy was messing the whole floor. And every time I said it'd be a terrible game, and it'd be that main person that will mess the game up. But you know, it's more great refs than it is bad refs. So I'm not gonna bash, but going back to what Gary and G-Day was saying, man, kids, when I was playing and stuff, like I knew the referees by name, right? That's crazy, right? I knew referees by name, right? But there ain't no, you know, I had my time in when I got older after I got out of high school, and everybody laughed at me because Tate always saying he used to kick me out the rec league and stuff, and he did. But like, I ain't crying and whining while I'm hooping. Man, I done seen personally kids that went on to be in the NBA that never said nothing to the ref, and I'm talking about I'm talking about NBA superstars right now, right? Getting clobbered, boom, get up, don't say nothing, just run back. You barely getting a Division I offer, you know, and you a 2-star, and you crying and whining, and you supposed to be the leader of your team. And every little foul, you fall on the ground, you think that's a foul call. I wouldn't call shit for your ass either. I'd do just like they do. Get up. Get up. That's not a foul. You know what I'm saying?
On.
So
play on, bro.
I don't, and that's, you know, we talk about Dallas and Houston. That's one thing that I will give Dallas, and I don't give them much. Y'all know I love my city, but Dallas kids, you damn near got a close. You know what I'm saying? The JBL, the clothesline from hell before one of them be like, man, this. What's my man name? They used to be at Waxahachie. He went to Oklahoma. CJ Nolan. Man, you could damn near call a foul every time he was driving with the basketball. Man, motherfuckers be laughing.
Jamyron Killer, bro.
Them motherfuckers be laughing, bro. They be laughing.
That boy at State on one ankle be better than 90% of the state.
You know what I'm saying?
But crazy. Like, hey, but anyway, that was about minutes too long. Let's talk about.
But Doug said he couldn't even ref his 2K game. That's crazy. I just want to acknowledge that you can't even ref on a video game.
In the arena or in the my part? Which one?
Oh man.
Anyway.
But also, go ahead, G-Dot.
No, you got it. Segue.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say what Facebook users say. I wish I knew who they was. Instead of coming up as Facebook user. But players, y'all do have to learn how to let y'all coaches do all the hollering and yelling at the referees. And you just go out there and play. Let your coach the game. He said neither one play now or rookie mode.
Oh man, that mean nothing, bro. That mean nothing.
Man, let's get to this NIBC reel, man.
Yeah, me, and I was like, cool. So now what's the problem?
Hey, writing this from Florida with love. When I linked with Mexico, I knew I found a plug. Rest in peace of Static, yelling shorty want a thug. Ay, bottles in the club, ay, know I love the touch. Easy play that shit for me and Kobe on the bus. When it got a chain for me, I had to give it up. Niggas had they pistols loaded, pointed in my truck. Hey, and you know that lesson stuck. From that day, I never touched a road without a plug. Hey, from that day, I never saw the point in talking tough. Hasn't happened since, I guess you niggas know what's up. Yeah, haven't seen the 6 in like a month. Fuck that, I'm back, baby, where the love? Rappers that I threw an alley-oop but throwing subs. But they gotta dap me when they see me, that's what's up. I let that shit slide, I got everything. I could lose it all if I'm reacting to the petty things. My bro named Casino, yeah, but he ain't in the betting things. FBG the gang and they down to stain anything. Yeah, that's right. FBG the gang and they down to stain anything. Yeah, that's right. FBG the gang and they booted up, turned up, piped up. I'm back, baby, where the love? Where the love at? I'm back, baby, where the love? Where the love?
Those were some
And that was
kids I felt were top performers this weekend. You good, G-Day?
yeah, I'm good. Here we go. There we go. I was trying to get us back. It shifted us off of the original screen we was on. No, that was dope, man. That was
No,
dope,
that was
man.
dope.
Big shouts out to the plug
For
and
sure.
the plug team for holding down the Houston tip off, man.
Shout out Shot by Left under the scope, because I wouldn't have been able to do what I did without them. Shout out Millie. Shout out Left Island. In the gym, real grinders, real workers.
And that was cool. I like how you took that you included them in it. You know,
Hey, man,
I don't know who I seen said that. I think it was the Randino dude. Like let's normalize taking pictures of other filmers when we be in the gym, and posting and showing love, man. So that's big.
Say, man, hey, you know what? I work well with others at times. I just wanted to put that out there. You know, some people I don't, but I like working. Like usually, and let me clear this misconception. If your school already got a media team, I don't be doing the most because I don't be trying to step on another media team's territory. That's disrespectful. Like, I'm gonna do my job.
Professional courtesy.
Thank you. Like, bro, you come in there, you come in the brand, I might hurt you. What part not true? What we talking about? What part? But like,
nah, Gita, I gotta give you your flowers about this, and I ain't never spoke to you about this before. I was talking to Quito about this the other day, like in the middle of the week, and it goes hand in hand what we talking about right now. I gotta say, right, from my perspective, right, that you was one of, if not the first, that I ever heard like say, man, we need to work together. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you need to, when I got into the space a little bit before you, right? So like when I first got in, it was still like sacrilegious. And I'm saying that word a lot, I don't know why, but it was still like sacrilegious to talk to the kids, right? To talk to other scouts that was doing what you was doing. For video guys to collaborate on videos and talk with each other and take pictures of each other, right? But you are one of the first guys, if not the first guy I heard, be like, man, you would literally, I can only speak for me, you would literally drag me to circles and be like, man, this is such and such, this is such and such, man. Y'all will work good together. And I would walk away like, man, I don't know that dude, man. I don't need to know him. And you like, Rob, you can't be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to, hey, you kind of took the top off of the creativity as far as creatives, right? And the working together and meshing with each other well. So I got to give you your flowers for that, man, because you kind of changed that side of it, right? And now no one knows in 2017, like, we really, because you used to tell me sometimes, like, man, why don't you go talk to the kid? I'm like, talk to the kid? Man, hell no, that ain't what we do, right? But now it's like a part of what I do, like a big integral part of what I do. So I got to give you your flowers for that, man, because when you came in the game, you brought that in. My bad, G-Day. Go ahead.
No, I just want to jump in and say, and he told you to change your Twitter name.
Oh, for sure. Hey, everybody thinks that this name is so cool, right? They like, man, it's so simple, but it's cool. Rob C, be in the gym. I'm like, man, Gary. They were like, man, who made you? I'm like, man, my brother Gary. They like, who extras me? Oh, I know him. And like I'm like, yo, man, he told me take the jail numbers out of my name, man. Rob C29765. So nah, for sure. No, that was around 2016, the end of 2016, 2017. I could really remember you like. And G-Day, I think you had came to the city around 2017, but I remember Gary pushing that narrative really hard, like, and I'm like, man, and to the point of like, I would walk in here, be taking pictures. I'm like, Gary, oh man, don't take no pictures, man. But like now it's like acceptable. Dudes want their pictures taken and want to be on others' videos, and you know, y'all collaborating with each other and the Instagram collaborations and everything, man. So I just want to take my hats off to you and say I got to give your flowers for that, man. Who is G-A-J?
Shout out to our co-host Doug, man, taking care of some family business, man.
For sure.
That's why it's not. If anybody asks, that's why it's not here.
For sure.
You know, we all have lives to live still, man. We can't eat, sleep, and breathe this thing, and that's it. We still have stuff that happens in life. So we still praying for your brother, man, and
for sure,
and man. We miss you on the show, but we know you got to take care of business. But we appreciate you for tuning in, my guy.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, that's Jacoby. Oh, Jacoby. You sad, Jacoby, because LSU out of the playoffs because they lost 3 games and we beat Georgia. Oh. And the Saints suck and the Chargers going to the play. Oh, Jacoby. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Man, so I'm gonna play my two little clips.
They not little, bro. You bigger than the biggest. Bigger than
no,
the
they
biggest.
little because my computer messed up, man. So we get things started here with number 2 Bel Air versus number 7 CE King in the night season opening matchup. And right off the bat, we start with a top 10 nominee from Davin Cross with a nice putback dunk. Evan Laverne had himself a nice game as well, as you see here, with the mid-range pull-up. CE King was firing on all cylinders here in the first quarter. Big three-point made right there. We have a nice steal right here by Sheldon Henderson to cap things off, 18-14 to end the first quarter in favor of CE King. Christian Thomas with a mid-range pull-up. He also had himself a nice game, like you see right here. Nice spin move, attacking the rim, and 1 bucket. The Lamar commit was getting to it, but Sheldon Henderson tries to bring Bel Air back within the game. Quarter-court heave, 33-27 in favor of CE King. But to start things off in the third quarter, you have Coleman Dutton draining a big-time three-pointer. Finds Christian Thomas, the Lamar commit in the corner for the 3, right in front of the assistant coach. Ed Vern with a straight ball in the corner, man. He was all smiles, like I said earlier. He had himself again. Decides to assert dominance in this game, getting to the mid-range. Off third quarter, nice pull-up to beat Butler. He drains it. Heads to the quarter point, 44-43 in favor of CE King. The Duke commit, Sheldon Henderson, continues his dominance here in the fourth quarter and put his team on his back. The rim, nice take, nice finish. Gives his team a 4-point cushion lead at that moment. But Christian Thomas drains the 3-point to close the 4-point gap into a 1-point game. 58-57 in favor of Bel Air. The ball is inbounded. Sheldon receives it. He is fouled. He misses both first and second free throw, but the stifling D by Bel Air didn't allow CE King to get the ball off in time, and they win the game 58-57. Man, that was a really good game, man. I don't know why it kept cutting me in and out, but that's cool.
Hey, Joe Gleason would be proud of us. We went to Joe Media School. Joe
Gleason Media School, man.
Shout out the GOAT, man.
Shout out Joe G. Hey, Hey, I see you, G-Day.
Yeah, man. Just we a network, man. We growing slowly. But yeah, that was a good game though. It was a really good game. C King led the whole way until about the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. That's when Bel Air finally cracked the lead for them in favor of them. Or swung the lead in favor of them. I'll say that. Then after that, it was kind of back and forth, but then Bel Air was able to stretch it to a 4-point lead. Christian Thomas hit that big three. And Bel Air walks away with the dub, man. Number 2 team. Greater Houston starts the season off with the win in a big game against number 7 seed King, man. And it was everything that you could ask for, everything you could hope for in the game. The chippiness was there, the back and forth, the banter between players, the banter of coaches and kids, benches and kids, man. It was a really good game. It was highly competitive. But Bel Air comes out with the big dub, man. Get things here started with the RCS Sports Opener, Atascocita versus College Park High School. Here you go. You got Aiden Buckman getting things started for College Park. Up 4-0 right now. They'll be quickly answered back with a big 3-pointer by Jason Salanoa from Atascocita High School. Ian Emmett was just on another level on this game, man. Started out early, and he was hot, man, all throughout the game. Nice take right here over Emmett. But Emmett would turn around and answer right back with a nice pull-up jump shot to go ahead and end the first quarter up 20-13. Ian Emmett attacking the rim. Nice finish right there, man. He just was a scoring machine this game. Nice 3-point right there, was fouled, made it to a 4-point play. And here he goes again. Just the ball was bouncing his way as he drains another 3-pointer. And they go up the half, 35-25 over Atascocita. The Colorado commit, Emmett, was still on fire in the second half. But the Louisiana tick would decide to get involved in the game. Jalen Fenner just started to have his way here in the second half of play. As you can see, he was exerting his dominance all throughout this game in the second half. The young freshman with a nice attack right there will quickly be responded with this top 10 nominee play from Jalen Fenner with a nice dunk. Big momentum swing right here on Jalen Fenner as he takes to the rim. And one lay. He would get a couple more and one lays after that. This kid was just phenomenal this game. Put the team on back. And from there, they begin to crawl their way back in this game. Fenner once again, another and one attack. 3 straight and one buckets for Fenner. Now we have the game with a 1-point differential. College Park leading, but Adam Boyd would say different as he takes it right there. Makes it a 69-68 ball game. Half-court heave was just not enough. Atascocita will go on to win this game, 69-68.
Did Jalen Fenner climb that boy?
He Dominique Wilkins double pump dunk the basketball.
Hey, man. Hey.
Is that the same kid that? No.
Yeah, say it, Rob. Say it, man.
That the same kid that somebody said was. Nah. Oh, man, dog, y'all making me. Oh man. And that wasn't the only. That was 2 of the best ones that you had, though. 2 of the best games.
College Park was up being 10, though.
18.
Yeah, they was up. They was up. Yeah, they was up big. But the Atascocita start hitting shots, walk that thing down, man.
Hey, don't be afraid to hold the ball. I don't care that I'm a camera guy. Get that big win. Hold the ball.
Don't hold the ball. Play basketball.
Hold on, Arch. We will not allow any Houston Texan fan to comment for the rest of this show, my brother.
They playing the Lions.
They playing the Detroit Lions, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Lions fans was all in Midtown today. Sunday
Yeah.
fun day.
Yes, they was.
All
Yes,
I
they
saw
was.
was
Seen it on
Dominican Sue jerseys and
People still in Dominican Sue jerseys. Boy, they gotta upgrade, man.
he might be a Hall of Famer though, G-Day.
No, he is.
Nah,
He is.
He
Yeah,
might be.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I wouldn't get rid of mine.
Oh, look at Coach Jordan, 18 in the third.
Hey,
Oh man.
Coach John,
Hey,
man.
see, that's what I'm holding that against a Tosca. You gonna let them start hooping? Boy, y'all crazy. Y'all to call me all kind of things, but the son of God. I'd have been run with the ball. Run with it.
I would have paid to see that Ian Emmy and Jalen Finner matchup though, because Ian Emmy
Man,
got 30, right?
It was everything you could expect and hope for in that game, man. Like I said, it was you had your good, your bads, and the uglies at the event. Those two games were definitely the goods. There was other good games as well, but I'm talking about like competitive game. And I had to tell somebody who was sitting in the stands because I was coming back. I had to go grab me a quick bite real quick, and I was coming back in, and they was like, man, Tuskegee gonna mess around. Lewis said, man, you cannot count Tuskegee out of a ball game, bro. I don't care how much they down.
I ain't
You
gonna lie.
cannot count them out.
You being up 10 might as well be 2 playing against the shot clock.
Yeah.
Bro, they not scared of like anything in the city. Are they sniping? They not scared. Like they want all the smoke. Like,
Sure.
Do they got enough to get over the hump this year?
I don't know, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. With the D1, D2 split, it's gonna be fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like they mess around. Who gotta make it for them to go D2?
No, it don't matter. They gonna go D1.
They going D1, yeah.
It don't matter.
Can't see. That's why they don't duck no smoke. They know.
It don't matter.
Hey, boy. Hey, Rod. Up 18. You gotta find me.
And that wasn't no like that's College Park is a good team. Like Ian Emmy and
They are a good team, man.
They're a good team. 18 is like, but like you said, though,
Ian look like he was college ready right now. He looked really good yesterday.
That's what I like to see. You going in college, I expect you to step up when I come to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, Rob, run that back one more time. Say that again.
Nah, I said I expect if you go into college, I expect you to step. Because Gary, you know this. G-Day wasn't here, and I ain't gonna be long with it. When we went to go see those guys, like everybody used to have a guy, right? And when you went to go see that guy, you'd be like, oh, Touche Hardeman from Surftown is going this way. You knew Touche finna get 27, regardless of what happened. You can write it down. He finna get 25, 27, right? We don't see that. I'll be looking at the book. Oh, he going to such and such. He get 4. He get 8. So to see both of them, Finner and Inman, playing and guarding each other and getting buckets and continuing to put the pressure on the other one, that was good, man. That was good. There was some. I don't know if G-Day about to say none of this, but I want to say, I want to give a shout out to Quentin Sanders. I watched his film from the Fort Bend Austin scrimmage game that they had to begin the season, and then I seen the highlights from yesterday. And Quentin is hooping and playing like a senior should play. And if he continues on this trajectory, good things are going to happen. But I will say, we need others from Wheatley to step up. We need
Quinn Sanders, 13 for 18 from the field, 5 for 8 from free throws. Finished the game with 33 points, 4 steals, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
The winning numbers.
That was somebody that came to hoop. So that was somebody that had it on their mind. 33 out the gate. See, that's that. Hey, that's preparation and focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
working like you, right? Man, you know,
Nah, Q.
I
Q
got my
been hooping,
stats, man. I was working like you, man. You know.
And
Hey, real talk though. They caught a body in the Bel Air Fall League, and I said to myself, "Oh, they gonna punch somebody. They gonna
Yeah, they're
punch
gonna be
somebody."
tough stretch, man. They got Yates on Tuesday. That's gonna be an exciting matchup.
State ranked game on the
Hey
6th.
man, I know Fort Bend Austin going through a lot with the coaching situation. That's a HIPAA violation. We're not gonna talk no more about that. Them kids came to play. And my man that was coaching them, I'm sorry for not knowing your name. Please forgive me. He coached his ass off. Went 1-1, but easily could have been 2-0. And they play together. They play small ball basketball, but they hit shots. They don't back down from nobody. And between, I'm gonna butcher some names, man. I hate calling kids by their number, but I don't want to mess up your name either.
The point guard named Satan.
Number 23. Say man. Y'all, somebody is gonna have an off night and walk into Fort Bend, Austin, and they gonna fuck y'all up. And I'm gonna be on the show the next Sunday laughing, telling y'all I told you so. Because hey man, they beat St. John's and then they go against Cy Ranch and they take Cy Ranch down to the wire. And some questionable texts in that game kind of took the momentum. We not offering excuses for Fort Bend, but I'm not saying spectacular. They gonna pop somebody though. They gonna pop somebody of some relevance, and it's not gonna be surprising because they got kids that could play and they bought into the system. You feel me? They gotta face somebody with some height. It's gonna be an uphill climb, but I like what I saw.
Remember G Dot, not to steal your thunder, but remember I was in the back gym at TABC and you was like, "Why are you over here?" And I was watching remember that was the last game before TABC ended. I was like, "Man, I wanted to see this Fort Bend Austin team." You was like, "What? You way back over?" Yeah.
See, you do your Googles in the summer, you don't be surprised in the winter. Yeah. Hey, who else? Bro, I just really want to shout out kids that I saw that play hard. Jackson fucking C-Strong. Don't go back and screen record this and put this on the Twitter because I cussed in the middle of your name. But Jackson C-Strong, welcome to the fucking party. Oh, hey, did a little bit of everything. Hey, G-Day, where we know Jackson C-Strong from?
No, I've been knowing him for a minute, man. My computer was frozen. My bad.
Tell the people where you know him from.
Port Arthur, Texas. Crazy.
Doug said from Port Arthur, Texas, man. But no, I got put onto him early on when he was younger. He ran with T-Mac, came to a camp or two. And the kids, he just always been looking for opportunity for somebody who believes in them, who's going to give him that chance, but also push him at the same time. And found himself in a situation, and he's thriving in that situation. Not a situation where I'm the man and I can do what I want to do, because he had that at Hampshire Finette. Where he was, I'm the man, I can do what I want to do. But be in a situation where somebody gonna push me, and somebody not gonna let me do whatever I want to do, but they gonna push me, hold me accountable. And he's been hooping, man. Can't take nothing away from him. I posted a highlight reel of him earlier on from fall ball. And then a couple of people like, man, he got bounced like that. He play hard like that. Yeah, he do. It's hard when teams play sometimes for them 4A and 3As that a lot of people don't get out to those games and see and watch those kids. And then, a lot of kids make bad summer decisions as far as who they're going to run with for basketball. But Arch, we're not going to have no Detroit Lions slander on this good Sunday, my brother. And he just been hooping lately, and just is what it is, man. Shout out to that kid, man. Shout out to Xavier Academy as well, man. They went 2-0 this weekend.
Gave them a national matchup, and they put Bill ass to SoCal.
Yeah, they beat SoCal, beat Seven Lakes.
They put Built to ass to SoCal. Seven Lakes was a close game. Seven Lakes probably, if you talk to Coach Shannon behind closed doors, he'll probably tell you, some kids who ain't been in that moment, at that time, that game could go different. But nah, that SoCal game Built to ass. Like, and with the schedule that Teddy Willard put together in such a short amount of time, and with Sloan giving them that springboard, that might be the catalyst right there, dog. Like, cause that one thing I will say, they deep enough over there. They are deep enough at the academy.
For sure.
Who else? Let's talk about other teams. Who else did I? Hey man, Ethan Mabako for Oak Hill. Oh man, by Christmas time, his number next to his name might be a little different. They beat a really good Arizona Compass team, an Arizona Compass team that I feel like is the deepest in the NIBC, but because of one of the House twins being hurt, Caden House, that's the bulk of their scoring. He's a 20-point per game player, and that's kind of hard to lose that kind of production in your starting lineup. But that I mean, Mika Mirren is a pro. He just going to school to fulfill them days requirements that the government make you go to, because it's a foregone conclusion, dog. Like, and here goes the 6 degrees of separation. Ben Perkins played overseas with Mika's dad, and Ben had already knew Mika was really, really good. So that's basketball, small world. When you're good, people find you.
For sure.
I think Mika is Swiss. He's from Switzerland. Or if I'm not mistaken, I hope I didn't. Oh man, I hope they don't fuck me up. But won EYBL 16s with Brad Bill. Just a diamond in the rough that's continuing to pay dividends. Isaiah Santos has turned that corner, ladies and gentlemen. He has successfully taken the mantle from AJ Bates. That's his team now, and the things that he does, he's gonna be hard top. Like he gets to the chicken, goddamn. Like and I'll be the first to do this. In the 8th grade, I saw him hoop at Made Hoops, and I left the saying he crying too fucking much. I'm tired of that. I watched him 9th grade this year on EYBL. I watched him freshman year. He's just evolved and just gotten better and more mature as a player. He stopped crying, and he's putting the ball in the hole at an efficient rate. Like, it's amazing. Like, he's on the scouting report. You got to stop him, but you can't, because he's going to get to it, whether it be second chance points, whether it be rebounding. His shooting has gotten tremendously better. before I finish with my other teams, G-Day, what else you got? Who else you got on your list?
The Ian Lowe versus David Chung matchup gave us everything that we wanted to see from two scrappy guards. That was a really good matchup right there. It was. And Ian Lowe got busy. He did. He had a really good game, man. That Fort Bend Marshall squad is tough, man. Coach Courtney got them kids.
They look San Antonio ready, don't they?
Yeah, everybody's bought in, man. They're really good, man. Kevin Sargent is a monster. I was like, man, Doug, where you think you're gonna play, man? He was like, man, he need Houston Tilliston. So Coach Smith, our guy, Coach John Smith, hey, get on him.
I'll make a call tomorrow.
Kevin Sargent, man, he's definitely a small school, productive forward all day, every day, man.
Got the shoulders of two grown men.
Yeah, he is tough as nails, man. Some of their other players didn't really have big games, but everybody on the defensive side of the ball played well, man. And I was more enamored in watching Coach Courtney coach almost than watching the game being played, because he was sitting there coaching. But anytime somebody made a mistake, boy, if he had to get up out that seat, you was coming out the game.
He's not wasting to talk
you was
to
getting an earful. Hey, bro, a kid blew his assignment on defense, and they was coming down the floor, and Coach Courtney got up. He said, "You make one more mistake, you're gonna be sitting at the end of the bench." The kid made a mistake. Coach Courtney said, "Hold on." He went and walked down the bench back and forth. He's like, "You come in." He's like, "Go get his ass out of the game." Kid came out the game. He was doing this. Coach Courtney was like, he did that back and pointed to the bench.
Aaron Gordon, you in? Aaron Gordon, you out.
And I was like, dang, man, but no, I like that though. I like that a lot.
It's a team, and I ain't gonna say their name. They probably need to tighten up. They line up right now too. Like stop giving, like, you know what kids can and can't do.
Yeah, man, I like watching Coach Courtney coach, man. But Ian Lowe had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. Like, I mean, I don't know what more you want from a small guard who's going in and rebounding out of position and getting rebounds and snatching the ball away from bigger guys. Pitbull on the defensive end of the floor, facilitating the ball. He looked really good, man. Not gonna lie, man.
Bro, Ian Lowe rebound. I mean, he rebound better than some folks.
A lot of the bigs. Yeah.
7 opening day. I know some people who ain't have 7 in 2 games.
Hey, that low
13, 7, and 6.
That low pedigree is saying something, huh? That ain't Jalen little brother no more. That's Ian now. Hooping.
He never was Jalen little brother. He always had his own. Like, he was like, the route he took was unconventional, but I think it was needed because it made him a better player at the end. Like the shit that they did with Sapay at Family, that shit legendary. You can't take that from them. You know, like, I tell people that I like, bro, sometimes you gotta go through your path because every path not the same. Like, it don't look nice, it don't look pretty, it don't look orchestrated, but that's Marshall might be San Antonio ready right now, and it's not a lot of it's not a lot
good.
of say that.
They look good. David Chung, real quick, Rob. David Chung, 24 points, 5 for 9 from 3-point. Like, he shot the ball really well. And I'm talking about he was shooting because now they have the collegiate 3-point line because they put down a new floor at the Campbell Center. And he was shooting all his 3 points was well beyond the collegiate 3-point line, and to shoot that efficient, and it was all contested. You know, that was really good shooting on his part. Caleb Lopez, who's normally the other knockdown shooter, he just didn't have a good game. You could kind of see within the freshman they got over there, the kid named James Turner, that he got a little bit of that motor already. Who's going to be ready to step in come next year and kind of be that guard and the point guard of Dickinson. But the kid that stood out to me, man, I don't know if this kid going to keep growing or what, but Troy Nell Bell, sophomore, about 6'5", wing, man. Once he get a better handle on the ball, and he's athletic, but when you know that you're athletic and play with athleticism, it's two different things than just being athletic on the floor. Once he truly figures it out and turns that corner, number 11, Arch. Once he figures it out, really figures it out, he had a big game, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals. He had a really good game. But once he figures it out and knows I can go put people in the rim at will, and I can shoot this basketball. I shot 4 for 7 from 3-point line. That kid gonna be special, man. He is. He has opportunity. He has a chance, man. Troy Nell Bell.
He got a special name. He got to be special on the court. Troy Nell. Yeah. That's a hooper name right there.
Yeah. I like that kid a lot, man. Dorian Hayes, Ridge Point. Dorian Hayes, man. Good luck trying to stop him, contain him. You know, Sebastian wasn't hitting like Sebastian normally hits. But that was cool. Next man up, Jalen Singleton looked really good. Rob, I know that's your guy. With them, man, the transfer over did him really good. He's able to run the show, run the floor, and so that kind of put Dorian, let him play more off ball, catch the ball on the wing, and let me get my 1-2 dribbles, get to where I'm going, and I'm gonna get this bucket, instead of Dorian trying to be your decision maker the whole entire game and trying to be your scorer too. I really like that group, man. That group, as 8th grade group, won the middle school championships that Hicks threw. And so all those kids are senior now. A lot of them been playing varsity since freshman. So that experience and all that, man, they're going to be tough to beat this season. They're going to be really good. And Arch brought up a point. Logan wasn't even there. He was out taking his ACT. Man, Logan be missing all the big stuff or all the other stuff he want to do. But when Logan comes back with the other big kid that his name escapes me that they have, they're gonna be solid, man. They're gonna be solid. Go ahead, Rob. I just started running off.
No. Go ahead. I just wanted to hey y'all Adobe, I gotta get a hood a quick shout out. But what Arch said was true. He said that Coach Barrera, we talked about Quentin, but the transformation in this is going into Coach Barrera's 4th season that he has made at Wheatley, from them not making the playoffs all those years and the basketball program being down over there, and to the first year he came in, they was good, but they didn't make it. The second year, which was Julius Crosby's senior year, they was 1 game away. That game against Yates was the determining factor of them making the playoffs. And then last year they went to the regional semifinals. And this year, arguably, we think, even though other publications have them ranked wherever, I feel like they're the number 1 team in the state in 4A. So just the maturation process that Coach Barrera has taken the Wildcats on in 4 years is amazing, and that's a testament to the basketball mind and the heart that he has for the community over there in 5th Ward. And I told him when he first got the job that he was going to do great, man. And here we are in year 4, and he got one of the best teams in the whole state of Texas in 4A. So I just wanted to say hats off to him. And G-Day put me on, right? I seen it for myself. If you don't come prepared to play Dylan Bynum Jones or Dylan Jones Bynum.
Jones Bynum. There you go.
I always say Bynum Jones first. Dylan Jones Bynum will embarrass you. He is not
My gosh. Yes,
offensive threat. Like he don't even look to score. Well, maybe it's something different this year.
Hey.
The last time I seen him, he was knocking
brother.
your ass up on defense.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So can we please think about? I want him to get left out because my man.
No, we ain't gonna leave him out, man.
Big 39, man. You know what I'm saying?
He leave him out, man.
I say he left out with the offer, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, we're not gonna leave him out, man. As G-Dot mentioned early on in the show, for those who missed, it was a kid that we had once again who came in, Prospect Expo. You know, did his measurements, played in his games, told him how he was already good as a freshman, but told him how to stay on the court. And I just told him, I said, man, like, you just got to show that you could defend. And so his whole freshman year, as Rob just spoke of, that's what he did. As a freshman, he was like the defensive specialist on varsity for Cinco Ranch. Now this year, okay, I could defend now. I'm getting buckets. Like, he put on a clinic. I'm talking about get a rebound, come down the court, full speed, bypassing opponents, stop and pop three, transition. Not no fast break transition either. Like, just transition from defense to offense off of a defensive rebound and pushing the ball up the floor at full speed and stopping on a dime and touching nothing but the bottom of a net on a jump shot. Like, he put on a clinic, man, of how to score. And then when the defense started collapsing on him, then he started kicking the rock and was getting assists. So, I mean, the kid, he could play basketball. He could hoop, man. So can his brother, Prince Jones Bynum. We're not going to leave him out either. He could definitely get after it as well, and he did. And coach kind of took his seniors out. He let his juniors and sophomores rock at the end of the game. And then Dylan said, well, shoot, since I'm put back in the game, man, let me get a couple more buckets. And he did what he did. He didn't get in the game trying to, we finna slow it up, stall it out. He just hooped. Just hooped, bro.
Gifts. When you gifted, you can move like that. Hey man, like, what's the last pure score? What, PJ Haggerty? Shout out PJ fucking Haggerty.
PJ been hooping in college too.
Every dollar of NIL money possible. Like, hey bro, like, going to Memphis and averaging 26 and 5, that ain't easy. That ain't easy at all. Like, but yeah, okay. Salute to him. What's the last pure score we had in the city?
You say in the city, like pure score?
Yeah, just go get some buckets. And in the name of Jordan Ivy Curry, LJ Cryer, buckets.
Shout out Juice, man. Shout out Juice. I got to see him up close and personal the other day. That's my guy, man. Him and Corey was battling it out. So shout out to Juice, man. I say LJ Cryer because PJ Haggerty probably was the last one.
I'm talking about okay, we passed that. Who can you go? Who you call go get a? But I would call Christian Gibson. But after this weekend, shit, we could call. It's some other people we could call. Who else put up some big points? Rob out here eating on the camera.
No, I just took a bite, man.
That's crazy. No, I'm playing.
See how you do me, bro? I love you. See how you do me? Go get a bucket. Go get a bucket.
It ain't a bunch.
It's not.
It ain't a bunch. Okay.
My bad.
You got the Bynum, kid. Got Christian Gibson.
Say Jamal was like that for
Jamal who, Archie?
Cretenton.
A 7-game stretch don't. I mean, okay, bro. Like, now we talking about 25 games and you on that Max Preps top 10 list. Like, that's the criteria for that. Like, when we talking about going to go get a bucket, we talking about a bucket.
Oh yeah, Rob, and we're gonna have a debate on the show, man. Probably if not next week, the week after, man. About who the best graduating class is, man.
Oh yeah, you already know my answer.
Yeah, Doug said you tripping.
Hey, the numbers in college don't lie, but we ain't talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah. Dang, G-Dot, you got me stumped right now, man.
I've had that in my tweet drafts for 3 months, but I knew I was gonna sound like a dickhead by tweeting it, so I thought I could eloquently more say my point. Like, and I'm not up here preaching about who can score and that I'm looking for the best score. No, but when we talk, like, you know, King Grace out of Dallas, he could score that game. He Caden Edwards, he could score that. You know, Kingston with the right matchup in front. Like, there's days Kingston is a pure point guard, and then there's days it don't matter who you are. Kingston gonna put up 26 and embarrass you, right? So you can put him in kind of in that category, right? But when we talking about going, who gonna lead the state of I guarantee you, the top 5 bucket getters in the state of Texas probably gonna come from TAPS, SPC schools, or home schools or something. There's gonna be a kid at home school averaging 47.
I mean,
Unless we get my boy Grayson Brigden in Columbus giving us 33. But all I'm saying is, like, that's why team basketball is ever more important in our region, in our city right now. Yeah, it ain't. Madden, can we put Madden Hill in that category?
Well, we'll see what he does. I mean, he's a freshman.
We ain't seen him yet, but yeah, he should be.
I mean, but y'all,
I know as an 8th grader, you know, he
I think that should translate.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't, but
I
just want to see it as a full season on varsity. Him doing it. I mean, he had a good game against Pearland for a season opening game. So
who won that game?
We're gonna see, man. Clear Springs.
Oh wow. I got a name that I think gonna be a high level scorer, and he's a sophomore, Christian Brown.
Okay.
Clearbrook.
Christian Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he had 20-something too on opening night.
Yeah, he had 27, I think.
It's not easy to go get.
But no, it's tough, G. That's a tough list, honestly. When you sit here and think about it, the last kid probably was Haggerty.
Hey, memo to you Instagram trainers. Step y'all shit up. These kids need all the services possible, but they don't need that fugazi service. They need that real work, that behind the closed doors work. Real development. That's what we need. Real development.
Yeah, Patterson could score spurts, divine, but consistent. Since BJ is not many, if many.
Yeah, I mean, we know that those, but I'm not really talking about nobody that graduated. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when we try to measure the quality of basketball, and we really shouldn't measure it by points. But like, it ain't
No,
too
but
many.
to witness, like the little mix that I have of him, it'll come out tomorrow. But to see what he did and how he did it, I haven't seen nobody do that like that in a while. Is all, and that's all that you're saying as well.
Because
So
I know you're not gonna say
that,
somebody can score if they was out here snowbirding, feet on the line.
Yeah, no, he was not. He
Last
was
name,
not.
the last 2 words in your name is Hoop Scout. So I know you're not capping. What I'm saying, and this goes back to Texas is not the mecca of basketball anymore. And that's okay, but I just think we just need to work a little harder. Damn,
What you
Rob.
said?
Hey man, feelings might be hurt, but I'm looking at
man,
kids.
you Rob C, the Atlanta Hoop Scout now, man.
Hey man, look.
Hey, you know what? Okay, we can put Trey Pinkett in that cat because that he could get hot, but it's not consistent.
He can shoot. He can shoot the ball.
Put him in the scoring category. I would like him to be more like the Woodlands Christian played this weekend at the Houston tip-off. It got to be more consistent, but that's not a bad name to put right there. So it's I'm cool with that. Very cool with it.
Yeah, man. Boss so hard Atlanta coming to you soon, man. Coming to y'all.
Nah, I
man.
just looked at G-Dot like that because man, we just had a kid go to Duke, man.
But that don't mean he's not a big time scorer though. He just tough all around.
Yeah.
Like he gonna give you a little bit of everything. I'm a rebound, I'm a block, I'm gonna steal the ball, I'm gonna dunk on you, may knock down a 3 in your face here and there. My mid-range game is like that, and I'm just a competitor. Like
I would really like Peyton Jones,
man,
to stop fucking around and play basketball the way I know he can. But I don't know. I can't say. Like I know what Peyton Jones was in middle school. Now that this is his Silsby team, it'll be good to see. Is he gonna give you the Bray Bush where it's a 40 ball every night and you're just gonna have to outscore Silsby, or what? I don't know. With all that being said, like I said, I would like him to stop fucking around and get to the chicken. That being said.
To the Facebook user, I don't call that being I don't consider you being a scorer if you're getting points off of fast breaks. That to me, that's just a part of the game. But I wouldn't call you a scorer if majority of your points come from fast break points. No. And the kid I'm talking about, Dylan Jones Bynum, and the clinic that we witnessed him put on Friday, they were not fast break points.
Translatable.
These were not fast break points.
Like I tell people all the time, when I go record boys, it's really hard for you to go off in front of my camera because I don't know whether it's nerves, I'm bad luck. Like boys don't really like. You know who goes off? Trey Johnson.
Girl. Oh.
Girl. But
for me, okay. So if we doing that, for me, it's always Candy Spencer.
See, and Aaliyah Chavez, they gonna give y'all buckets. Like whenever the camera turn on, it's like, oh, the camera on. Oh, this person in front of me finna get 16 more buckets because the camera is on. Like they go, like, bro, I filmed a 43 and a 40 in 2 games in the same day from Aaliyah Chavez, and she ain't going to go take no layups, bro. She's shooting that thing from the parking lot. Like So, but we're not gonna mix but G-Day, no, Chaney get to the what? Chicken. What she did first game, G-Day.
Opening night, 33.
Got to the goddamn chicken.
Then the next day, another 30 ball. Like she
the next day, like, not 3 weeks later, the next day.
No, Saturday.
Not when the camera's out, not at Texas Invitational, not on senior night against that scrub ass team when y'all be going for 1,000 with the little pretty basketball. No, got to the chicken ASAP.
I'm mad all the Facebook people was coming up as Facebook user, man, and not as names. That's tripping me out. I don't know what the meta's doing.
Hey Jalen, get the fuck out of here, bro. Hey, that might be a Googleable fact of the day right there. Trey Johnson, people. What you said? If you had him, you'd have got through Faith Family. Probably so.
No, probably. Without what? Hey, speaking of that, how many 5A teams are so happy right now? They're throwing a party that Faith Family not in UIL anymore.
See, I knew you was gonna bring that up, Rob, and this would have been the year to get Faith Family. Davion Atkins is a player. Dorian Onyechukwuechekwa was an unmovable force in the paint, really. And when you got a big, you can do some things, especially with a big in 4A, 5A. Like, but let's just be honest. Like, Faith Family this year is poppable. You know why you can't pop them? Because they play hard. They from Dallas. They got a chip on their shoulder. And the man that wrote the hit piece, he just finna run up the. They gonna dunk on kids all year. They gonna, oh man, they really opened up the floodgates. Like, but at the same time, okay, you say to yourself, UIL happy because they could get a bigger school in there and get more money because Faith Family not that big. They didn't want to. They gonna get paid. That's cool. Somebody gonna get a championship this year. That's fine. Right, but do you the big thing I saw in that, they didn't void the 4 previous UIL championships. They gotta wait, you know, so no harm, no foul. That national schedule is gonna be perfect for them.
Yeah, they'll be fine, man. They gonna be all right. They came to town, man, this weekend and went 2-0.
I gotta go because I gotta go to work.
All right, man. Be easy.
I'll be on the show next week. Yes, sir.
We appreciate Rob for tuning in, tapping in with us, man. I'm gonna keep going down my list real quick before time escapes us as far as kids who stuck out to me. Javion Mitchell, Westfield High School, 6'1" senior guard. He played really well opening night for the Mustangs, as well as Jeremiah Cooper. He looked really good. It looks like the game is finally starting to slow down for him. So, you know, big shouts out to him for being able to play this summer on the biggest national stage, the EYBL. They're playing against a lot of monsters and allowing the game to slow down for him. And that's probably what that did. He looked really well. I like Dre Charlotte, the way he played, the way he controlled the game. He wasn't just out there all loosey-goosey and trying to go get buckets, but he was trying to get his teammates involved in the game. Aiden Williams played pretty solid as well. For Barbers Hill, man, that game did not go the way that I expected it to go. I thought it would have been a much closer game than what it was, but season opening night, man, you know, you live and you learn from those games. Moving on to Katy High School, Michael Hernandez. I like that kid a lot, man. Point guard for Katy. I know we talk a lot about Brady Willis and Jaden Stewart over there. But Michael Hernandez, he hooped, man. He got to it for Katy, and he has been. Last year, and then even all in my back.
You lagging, my boy.
Dang, man. I was rolling too. Every time I get the rolling, my computer be tripping. But Michael Hernandez, man, shouts out to that kid. He definitely can hoop. The Jones, Bynum brothers, Prince and Dylan. Prince being the senior, Dylan being a sophomore. Both of them kids can really go, man. Also, like Joseph, I don't know how I always mess his last name up, from Klein Kane. He played with the Raptors one year. Joseph Kaloff.
Yeah.
Small schools. Yeah, small schools. You're looking for a point guard. That kid, he be dropping dimes. His teammates do not be ready. And I told him after the game, I said, man, John Clark is not coming back, brother. All these dimes you dropping, these no-look passes, and you hitting people on the money with them.
Coy Rodinho is not coming through that door.
Coy and the people who you was passed to last year, where you averaged 8 assists a game, they not coming back, man. But shout out to that kid, man. I know Rob hopped off, but it was a kid named Zyree Brown from Pebblebrook, Georgia. Guard, about 5'10". He's tough as nails, man. He played the pace
for sponsoring Pebblebrook to come down to the RCS opener. Real stand-up guy. Colin Sexton does really great things for that community and that high school. He flies them to Utah every year for Glenn's Hoop Fest event. Just want to acknowledge him. Keep going, G-Day.
Oh, yeah, no, you got Archie, the kid that we said was Chris Paul. Yeah, CP3. Hey, that kid is tough. He's only a junior. So we may be seeing him run with somebody in the summertime. I mean, that kid is nice. He's nice with it, man. They also had some big guys. They was just they whole team was just stupid athletic. And I think all of them took pride in blocking shots, bro. Because they was waiting for any chance at any moment to go block your shot. And you know, and they had some choice words. They did, but you know, they from the city, they from Atlanta. And you know, you could tell they inner city type kids. They gritty. And I know some of the Houston Christians, they was like, you was gonna let him say that to the referees, and the ref was just like, hey man, like
that's between y'all on the court. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Yeah. Five gonna tell you to get on that rim or get off the team. So I feel you on that. What else? That's it?
No, Katie Jordan. Keegan Moorhead had a really standout season opening day. 6'4" shooting guard. He shot the ball really well. He also was very active on the glass for them. Elijah Black polished. Jaden Hope, he looked really good. Both the Fadikas played solid. The senior, Rain, and then the sophomore Marwan Fadika. I was about to say Marwayne because that's what the announcer kept saying. My guy Alex Hope, but Marwan Fadika. They all look good, man. Jude played really well, as well as his brother. Also,
they have family over there at Katy Jordan.
They are, man.
I got to see them.
Yeah, they're gonna be tough. Cy Ranch, Isaac Saavedra is good, man. But what I really liked, I liked the Sheets kid, Tyler Sheets. And Arch was like, man, every time he shoot, it looked like he ain't gonna make it. But he was knocking them down. They still gonna be tough, even though they're without one of their top underclassmen who's gonna be out for the year. But they still gonna be a tough out every single game. St. Francis Episcopal Shadow Creek was one of the games that I had for y'all, but my computer deleted it. That game went to overtime. That game was also another really good game. John LeBoy woke up in the second half. In the first half, it seemed like Mike Collins was just punking everybody. He was getting to the bucket. He was finishing. He's physical. He's strong. Just ripping the ball out of people's hands, locking up on the defensive side.
See, that's a different type of matchup, though. Those are kids that each other 6, 7 grade.
Yeah, they all know each other.
It's like lining up your partner and your partner saying, I'm the best, and then you like, nah, I'm the best. No, I'm the best, and they compete. It ain't no. That's one thing with them. It ain't no, you get yours, I'm gonna get mine, and we gonna look good together. Nah, they on your head top. Pause.
Yeah. Bryce Jackson looked really well. Also, it was good seeing him back on the floor. Hopefully he can stay healthy this whole entire season. And see how far Shadow Creek can make a run this year. I will say I like Nigel was actually doing really well rebounding, but he was most productive whenever he got the ball 15 feet and in on the offensive side. He was 100%. And I know he likes to stretch out. He hit a 3 as well, but I know he likes to stretch the floor out and show you that he could play on the perimeter. But sometimes you just got to realize when you're a mismatch problem and when you're hot from certain spots, and demand it. Like if I'm flashing through the middle, demand the ball. Like don't just do it just to be going through emotion. But demand the ball. Like, hey, look, I'm hot. I'm 6'11", and it's this 6'2" dude on me right now. Yeah, give me the basketball. You know what I'm saying?
And I think congratulations to Nigel for choosing SMU and Coach Field and Coach Mobley. I think at day one when he get to Coach Mobley and they really explain to Nigel how special he can be, we will never have to worry about that again because those guys do a great job of developing for the next level. Go look at what Evan Mobley and the Cavs are undefeated. Am I mistaken? Right now,
I don't know because I'm
watching NBA. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
But I think the Cavs are doing really, really good. And Evan Mobley's dad is on the staff at SMU. Just in case you wanted to know the 6 degrees of separation on why Nigel at 16 years old is gonna be greater later.
He is. He's still young.
These conversations, we had these same conversations about Tyler Smith. Look at what Tyler's doing in the league right now. So I think everything you said was Nigel know in that ACC.
Oh yeah, he know.
And he gonna have some great passing big on the other side of that block in Jaden Toombs. So very excited, because they only a short trip up 45 north. Shelton's committed, Nigel's committed. Shout out Sebastian. He's the last one to commit. Where would he go? But yeah,
we'll find out. No, Marion Harvey played really well too. For St. Francis Episcopal, knocked down some jumpers, showed his athleticism. He was really solid the whole entire game, man. Gotta definitely shout him out when he is playing really good. It's good to see that. Moving on to Saturday, CJ Williams at Stratford had spurts. He had moments. And so I like to see just the moments. He's a sophomore guard. But he showed some big moments during the game. Jaquan Andrews, is that how you say that boy name? The 6'6" senior kid, I think that's how you say his name. He played with T-Mac in the summertime. He's going to be really big for Stratford this season. He is, man. Him and I like Logan Hatcher, which is Luke Hatcher. little brother. People may not remember Luke Hatcher at Stratford. I do believe he was class of 2021 or 22. Whatever year Jake Arnold and all them was. He played on that same 22 with Kobe Raspberry. He played on the team with Kobe Raspberry and them, that takeover team. He's at Southwestern University right now. I like his little brother also. Ridge Point, already talked about them, man. Dorian is going to be a matchup problem all season long. Jalen Singleton played really good. Big shots out to Coach Pittman. Jaden Jenks is the kid. That was the other big, the 6'8". So him and Logan together are, them like interchanging with substitutions. I don't know what they're going to do. They may be on the floor together at times because, Logan can shoot perimeter shots and all that. So they're going to be fun to watch this season. Ridge Point, and like you said, they're going to be really tough, man. It's always the second half, man. It's always the second half, brother. To Archie, who trying to talk about my Lions. Trey Lewis, he's going to be big for Grand Oaks. They're getting another big piece who's going to be cleared here soon. And my guy, Morgan Losey, he's definitely going to help them out with that at the other guard spot for Grand Oaks, man. So don't just sleep on them yet, man. They're gonna be tough. Talked about Marshall, talked about Dickinson. Elijah Garrett looked really good for Westbrook. So did Satcher. Satcher played well for them also. You mentioned Santos from Seven Lakes. Just man-child right now, man. When he going downhill, he's hard to stop. He gets to the bucket at ease. He rebounds the ball. He's physical. Like you said, this is his team now. He has the keys for the Spartans. They got a big matchup this Tuesday. They play Atascocita at Seven Lakes, so that's gonna be interesting to see that as well. See the outcome of that game. We talked about Wheatley, Port Arthur Memorial, man. Kendall Hillstock and I can't think of my man's name. Davin Mercer, man, both of them kids really solid, as well as Cameron Bryant. I like their core. They just got to finish. If they can finish around the rim at a higher rate, they're gonna be tough in 5A as well. They're gonna be tough out, man. Like what I seen from Bel Air. Go ahead.
You were really big on Kendall Hillstock.
Yeah, man. He got the tools. He just got to finish around the rim better. He do. He's a big guard. So he has the body. He has the strength. It's just fitting. He just got to finish. He makes good reads and good decisions with the ball in his hands as well. It's just he got to finish. So, like if you're in a situation in college, you can't never finish around the rim, you no good to me. And I'm just keeping it real.
You better play.
Shelton looked good in that second half of the game. He definitely turned it on. I like Anthony Andrews, but at times you cannot be the guard, Anthony Andrews. Man, you cannot. I know you want to. You getting rebounds, pushing it up the floor, looking people off. Can't be doing that. Be good where you're good at, my brother. Trust me, y'all will go far if you just buy in and be good where you're good at and not try to be something that you're not, man. And I say that with all respect. And I mean that. Coleman's going to be fine, man, just once he gets back used to, getting up and down. He's been out, he's been hurt, but he's not 100%. You can see it. But once he gets back to 100%, he's going to be big for them. And then it's going to be interesting to see what JD does and what he brings to the table and how he gets used. I know it was the opening day, but as the season progressed, it'll look a lot different. Man, we look Facebook users. We don't know who's saying what, so I'm gonna just ask y'all kindly as we get to the close to the close of the show, if y'all could put like y'all names after y'all comments, because right now for everybody who's on Facebook, it's just saying Facebook user. Because somebody trying to shout out G Dot because they put the plug, but we don't know who you are.
I don't. Yeah, I see it on
and
my
whoever
end.
said, yeah, whoever they said Gary was unbelievable this week. It was unbelievable this weekend.
I just want to take time to thank Marcus Sloan for allowing me to.
Oh, it's Big Sloan. What's going on, Big Sloan?
Oh, that's ironic. I had no idea. I would like to say thank you for letting Extra Eyes Media capture the Houston tip off in our vision the best way possible. You know, like I hit Sloan at 6 a.m. like I need volleyball stands on this court and this court, and he was like, "It's whatever." Like when I and real tell you I'm not easy to work with. He right. He ain't lie. But when I got a vision and we can execute that vision, it's a great day for everybody in the city. Cause I'm gonna put the whole city on. And that's the whole point in being national. Like being national ain't for me. I don't hoop. Being national is so you could come back home and put your people on. So when I go tell people, my people can play, they know that tweet or whatever I said stand on 10 toes. And I'd like to thank OTR Exposure just for everything, man. You know, unconventional, but I'm always grateful. I'm grateful for my staff. Shout out Shot by Left. Shout out Under the Scope. Shout out Melly Archive. Shout out HTML Calvin. Shout out G Day, because the internet was ours this weekend. Like, and you can't tell us otherwise. We were outside, and we tried to make sure every kid who played well was seen outside as such. So, with all that being said, like I'm really, really grateful somebody could see how I see basketball from a creative standpoint, from a cinematic view.
Yeah, man, you definitely did your thing this weekend, man, with keeping us abreast with scores and the graphics and the images, and we know all the videos that's gonna drop. It's gonna be dope, man. You know, like I had to tell people who was hitting me up, this weekend wasn't the me versus the Baller Plug as far as graphics or anything like that, man. We a family, bro. Like it just is what it is. And I hit up Sloan too. We're gonna do a sit down here soon. We're gonna do a sit down, man, because just like you said, like when you have a vision for something and to help to enhance, it can happen, and it can be nice, man. It can. It really can. Coach Harris want to know how far I think C can make a nice run, man. In the playoffs, it's going to depend on how the district finishes out. Because let's say if North Shore and Atascocita both qualify for the playoffs, they'll both go D1. So C King will go D2. But I don't know who all's going to go D2 from other districts. But they definitely can make a run. I know D1, they will have to always run back into Atascocita. Atascocita's going to go D1 regardless, because they're the second largest school in that district. So even if North Shore don't go, if Atascocita anytime they make the qualify for playoffs, they're going to be D1. Same thing with North Shore. Anytime they qualify for the playoffs, they'll be D1 as well. So It just depends on how everything else shakes out within that district. We seen Humble open up with a win over May Creek. It's gonna be some tough teams in that district, so that's gonna be a fun district to watch, man. But I think they got a chance that they can go. So whoever Facebook user is said Beaumont United coming. I seen United had a nice big win to open up their season.
How Ephraim Moore play? Somebody give me feedback on that, cause he the next legend to come out them Beaumont streets.
Yeah, he is.
He the next legend.
Yeah, you need to know how EJ did.
It was something he said that I wanted to hit on, G-Day. I just don't like. I don't remember though. Like, keep going. You got it.
Okay. Now, once you gather it, just let me know. They said he had 11 or 12 rebounds and 4 blocks.
See that the offense gonna come junior, senior.
Yeah.
Around the rim. Hey, shout out to Lila Battle. And I'm gonna just keep it at that.
He had a double, 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 blocks. That's big. That's a big game, man.
Between EJ and the young fella at St. John's, special. If I could get the young fella at St. John's to start laying the ball up like George the Iceman Gervin, we gonna be okay.
And just dunk that thing.
Oh man, we gonna be okay. But he and I'm gonna give Courtney Dion his flowers for saying it. Oh, I can't say that's HIPAA violations. Never mind. But once he figured it out, and he figured out my performance is attached to my stardom, he gonna be a bad mother walking. Like he gonna be a bad mother walking. Like, but right now he going through the grind. It don't look pretty. Right now he got the touch of a dinosaur. Everything is rough. Like, but once it gets refined, him and EJ might battle for 1 and 2 in the state. And that's crazy because they'll be on the same team. And we probably haven't seen that since Jalen Duran and Derek Lively played on team final and won piece. I'm not putting that in the atmosphere, but I'm just putting it in the atmosphere. When you talk about bigs are scarce and far and few between. You get to that freshman class, it's a bunch of them over there. G-Day, I showed you my little cousin over there at Travis, sophomore.
He a freshman? Sophomore?
Got shoulders like 2 freshmen though. Like, so once kids put in the work, it'll be good to pull this episode up and be like, aha, told you.
But you gotta definitely put that work in.
Shout out East Austin. Little slight 25. That
was a big win too over Friendswood, man.
But they made Friendswood look like Friendswood had no players. And I know better. Me and you both know better than that. And with the defensive effort that Shia Francis brings, they are at least in a championship game in my mind when it's all said and done. Are they mature enough to win? Time will tell. But I honestly believe.
That's crazy. The storyline behind that, G-Dot, like you win Pro 16, 15U, you the Pro 16 MVP. The start kick off your summer. You go to Pangos regional All-American camp. You get MVP at the Pangos regional All-American camp. Solidify your invitation to the Pangos All-American camp that's going to be taking place next spring. And now you potentially want to go to state and can possibly win state, all within a 365-day span. That's a story. That's a storyline.
let's enter Reese Austin into the
And they're
scoring.
5-0. They're 5-0 right now too.
Yeah,
Second
let's
Baptist.
enter him into the scoring chat because he could score. And I think it's egregious. I didn't say his name first. Because when I pull up and record him, he don't let you down. He do not let you down. G-Day, he ever let you down?
No, he hasn't.
Not one. I went to a game last year for somebody else, and he scored all the buckets. And I was like, oh, you might be for real. Now he got that. The arms are longer. He done got a little mustache that's filling in. Hey, bro, I'm really finna call him Brow 2.0. Like, he not Lil Skip no more. He finna be Brow 2.0. And that's his new nickname. Because if they just stay healthy, NIL value, he might be one of the few kids that's an underclassman that got true NIL value. We'll talk about that another day. But yeah, shout out Malachi. Like, Malachi is playing defensive end, getting chipped, and had his team almost in a state championship game if it wasn't for a Hail Mary and they lose. He comes and he
fresh off the gridiron to the court, like
he just hooped. Nobody knew Malachi was hooping, and Malachi came to hoop, and they are a point guard away. I say that, and I say that with all my basketball expertise. St. John's Mavericks are a point guard away from possibly winning state for the first time since I've been covering basketball. And you know, like you told me, and Sebastian Daddy told me, the running back is the top running back in the country, and he on his way to Harvard. Basketball, not really. He didn't play this weekend. Basketball, not really a big concern, even though I know he dinged up, knocked up, and they trying to get him healthy, but point guard away. So with all that being said, those are some teams I like. Those are some kids I like. If you felt like I didn't talk about your kid, I'm sorry. Like, I was back and forth between two gyms. Cuss me out in my DMs. It's cool. I got thick skin. I ain't gonna block you. But shout out to the kids that competed. You know, now it's time to start showing the leadership. Because there's some kids that didn't compete the way you competed, but your leadership is going to help them. And I talk to this a lot with Christian Haskett at Houston Christian. I'm putting him on the spot. Me and G-Day, we both know how talented you are. You can really get to any spot that you want, but you have to be a leader amongst men. And until you become a leader amongst men, Houston Christian only goes as far as you go. So you could take that how you feel, take that how you want, but until you're a leader amongst men, it's going to be some hard days. It's going to be like that for a lot of kids. Like, y'all are leaders on your team and are not leading your teammates. What you got, G-Day?
No, man, what you said is spot on as far as being a leader. There's lots of kids who are in that position with their teams, but they don't know how to be a leader, because they've been taught to just be a me guy, and so it's hard when the kids are taught to just be a me guy and it's all about me and skip your team, skip your teammates. I don't care about what your teammates are, you know. So when that's instilled in you and poured into you, it's hard when it's time for you to become a leader, because you don't know how to lead, because all you know is you. All I know is me. And just some other kids I want to shout out real quick. from C. King, man, Eric Laverne played really good. From the basketball, I like Davin Cross a lot. I just wish that he would play a complete. You mentioned it just a minute ago, a complete game. Every time I see him, he always has either a really good first half or a really good second half. I want it to be a really good game. The way you start the game, like how we seen him with that putback dunk, and you come in, he scored the first 4 points, high energy. I need that the whole game from you, Davin. The whole game. Christian Thomas looked really good. Lamar University assistant coach was sitting front and center, and he played really good. This is the best I've seen Christian play in a long time. He was knocking down threes. He was moving well on the floor. He wasn't complaining a lot. I really like the way I seen him play. I hope that he keeps that play up for the duration of the season. For the Panthers, man, see, King's gonna be tough. And then my last team, Atascocita and College Park, that Jalen Fenner once again versus Ian Inman was a matchup. It was, man. I loved it a lot. But with Atascocita, I love the energy everybody brings, man. The Jace Mason kid, he's there to get under your skin. He's gonna play you 94 feet defensively.
G-Day.
He
was in the groove. Now we stop.
Boy unleashed on the floor. Man, I got that mad look, man. Dang, every time I start cooking, boy, it just won't let me be great.
Prosper.
But Adam Boyd, Zayson Salanoa, and crew, man, make a taxi really tough, man. Aiden Buckman, who's going to Arkansas Fort Smith from College Park. He's the big time quiet bucket getter for College Park. He led them in scoring last year. He's a matchup problem, and what he brings with his speed and ability to hit shots and create opens up the floor for Ian Inman to do what he does best. And unlike the freshman Quentin Buckman, which is Aiden Buckman's little brother, he's a freshman, brings great energy to the floor, as well as Tyson Forrest, the sophomore. He's back. He looked really good. And then once my guy Jacob Oman gets more physically stronger, he's going to be another one of those kids who's going to be graded later. He's going to have a really good college career, regardless of what level he goes. He's 6'9". He has good balance. He has good footwork. It's just now it's about getting stronger. And once he gets stronger, and he starts ripping through on them little guards who like to dig and get their hands down there, and he rips straight up and just dunks on them, it's over, man. I'm excited about the season, though. I really am, man. I really am, man. Before we come to a close, man, you booked for the week? You booked up for the week, man?
Man, let me look at the calendar because I don't even know what today.
No, I'm just asking, man, just in case somebody want to book, man. If anybody want to book, y'all know how to get in contact via Twitter or Instagram, and don't contact and ask silly questions. If you want film, you want film, not all this other stuff. And when I tell you my prices, that's my prices. And if you choose to go elsewhere, that's cool. I'm not gonna be mad. We not gonna be mad. But don't try to come and dictate what you want, how much it should be. Our fees are fee. If you decide to book, you decide to book. I'm booked up for this week. I can say that proudly. So I was asking for you. Tomorrow I will be doing my first broadcast of the season. I'll be broadcasting the Legacy School of Sports Science versus Empowering Others Prep at Legacy School of Sports Science out of Spring, Texas. Big shout out to PJ Kuznard and to Miss Brown also. She's going to be my core horse on the broadcast. She's been wanting to do this, so she's the the principal of the school. Oh, that's dope! Like so, big shout out to them for bringing me over on tomorrow over there. Then Tuesday booked up, and then I'm almost like you this weekend, man. I'm taking flight somewhere, man, to go do some basketball stuff, man. So
that's how it's supposed to be.
That's so it is what it is.
The schedule, I'm here. I'm here Tuesday for a big time matchup, and then we out of town. Tournament time. And I got a special surprise. We helping out. Somebody asked me for my help, and I felt honored. So we gonna make it special for them, and I'll probably have some behind the scenes for Sunday's show. So yeah,
dope, man.
Thank y'all for coming out and supporting the show. We always appreciate y'all. Shout out to the young man that works with the guys at Austin High School that talked to me on the baseline. I didn't get your name, but thank you for watching the show. We appreciate you. I always love to talk to people about basketball the right way and about the right things. So salute him.
Yes, sir. And before we go, like I said, man, my computer had crashed, so I had graphic edits for big games this week. I had graphic edits for all the big scores from this past weekend. I just lost it all. But before we go, I definitely want to run down just a couple of good matchups if anybody's just looking to go out and catch some hoop. So tomorrow, George Ranch at Manville. That should be a pretty good game. That's at 7:00 at Manville. EOP at Legacy at 7:00. That should be a good game if you want to come out. If not, you can also check out the broadcast on Boston Hard TV via YouTube. That definitely will be dope as well. On Tuesday, a lot of good games, man. Peyto at Bush, Atascocita at Seven Lakes. We got Langham Creek at Shadow Creek, Barbers Hills at North Shore, High Towers at Marshall, Cy Ranch at Side Creek, Pearland at Clear Creek, Wheatley at Yates, and then St. John's at Second Baptist. That's the game that I wish I was able to get to, but we'll have it covered. Definitely will have it covered. So those are Tuesday. No really big game on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, the Magnolia Doghouse Invitational will be going on. So that'll be the only tournament for the first time in a long time that's taking place in the city of Houston, in the greater Houston area. It's in Magnolia, of course. It'll be at Magnolia High School and at Magnolia West High School. I know like Mansfield, Timberview always usually comes down. You can find the schedule on bshnetwork.com under tourneys and shootouts. It's up there. I know Cy Park is playing. I know Fort Bend Travis is playing. It's gonna be some good teams. And I know a couple of teams like Bel Air, escaping me. And then there's one of San Antonio for the Alamo City little tournament that they do. So we want to wish them all the best, man, that they bring the chip back to the city. So, yeah, basketball is getting busy, man. But some other notable matchups for Friday, just some matchups. Crosby at College Park, Friendswood at Pearland, College Station at the Heights, and then Manville at Barbers Hill. They open up their first home game. And that's the week, man. That's the week. So y'all get out. Y'all go catch some basketball. And also, if y'all have like anything that you feel is like a top 10 play, my top 10 plays got deleted as well, man. But it was a kid who crossed the mess out of a kid. He made him do the splits, and he hit the three on him. If y'all have if y'all have anything, man, any plays, I seen Cam Newton threw an alley oop off the backboard to Timmy. Anything like that, make sure y'all hashtag shot 30 clock or y'all at shot 30 clock on Twitter or even on IG, and I'll grab the videos and we can do the top 10, man. That's for coaches and players. I know the kid from Side Park dunked on somebody. Coach Freeman sent it to me. And so
Girls,
I mean, it was we had
girls.
girls too. Send it in. I had the top 10 to start the season off with some nice dunks, some nice crossovers. It's just my computer was computering. But y'all definitely make sure y'all hashtag shot 30 clock or at shot 30 clock.
You want something to play, G-Day? I was gonna save it. You want something to play, bro? With some top.
I mean, if you want to play something, we can before we go, man.
Plays. Let me go ahead and slide that in, and we can actually end the episode on it.
Hey man, this is the world. Yeah, we're gonna end it with this, man. World premiere, man. World premiere of the Hype Reel.
You think you can do this to me? Shoe program, brother. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of day. Who the hell you think you messing with? I'm the police. I run things here. You just live here.
Big Time Rush.
Lil Uzi.
Let's go. Yeah, I just try I'm high. Yeah, trying to. Yeah, I got so much cash. Lil Uzi been up. 10. Yeah, I feel like Ben 10. Yeah, Ben 10 is in. Yeah, got a rich on my wrist. Yeah, I'm youngest bitch. Yeah, get some Smith. Yeah, I got cash in his. Yeah, I got cash in. Yeah, look at my passing. Yeah, I still wear that brick. Yeah, gon' bring down my wrist. Yeah, he sitting around with a zip. Yeah, I'm a king like I'm Tip. Yeah, they know that I'm him. Yeah, don't ever say I'm a film. Yeah, just like Boulette make a cream. Yeah, I ain't right there with no pin. Yeah, shout out to Baby 16. Yeah, they always be riding with me. Yeah. Only for us. Good stuff on my butt. Them bitch on rush. Yeah, them bitch on rush. Them bitch on rush. Yeah, 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 them bitch on rush. Yeah,
Man, once again, man, big shouts out to the guy, man, the Baller Plug, Under the Scope, Shot by Left, man. Y'all did an amazing job this weekend of keeping us abreast with what was going on over at the Houston Tip-Off, man. Definitely appreciate y'all, man, and y'all do great work, man.
G-Day, I learned from the best, man. Learn from the best. Creator of the Shot 30 clock.
Also, so I forgot about that. Summer Creek, Westfield. It's on my notepad too. I just overlooked it, man. Summer Creek, Westfield on Tuesday. Another good matchup as well, man. Y'all make sure that y'all pray for the Westfield family, man, for Coach Bill Goffney and family. Definitely keep you on our prayers. We at the beginning of the show. We definitely dedicated those first 5 to 10 minutes to him. Play the video. We have an interview that he came on here on February, right before the playoffs. It was like a 29-minute interview with him. But we played a small little clip for y'all, and we will be posting that on the Shot 30 clock Twitter on tomorrow as well, man. Love you and miss you, definitely. Praying for your family and for the Westfield family. Y'all make sure that y'all be kind to somebody, that y'all pay it forward some way, somehow, man. treat people the way that you want to be treated. And that's all I got. What you got, G-Dot? And then we'll end on that.
Y'all have a great week.